Next, object-oriented programming. Before going to object-oriented programming, first we will know the definitions of object. What is an object? What is a real-world object? What is a software object? And what is a class? Object. What is an object? It is a unique entity which contains data and functions together. It is known as object-oriented programming. Next, real world object. The objects that we experience in our day-to-day life are called real world objects. Example, we can take it as a window, door, pencil, pen. All these are real world objects. Each real world object is unique in its nature, like it consists of its own characteristics and behavior. For example, if we take a pen, what are the characteristics of pen? Okay, it has its own brand. Okay, and what is the behavior? It is used to write. This is called as behavior. What are software objects? A software object may be defined as an object that is created while writing a Java program. This is called as software object. Okay, when we write a Java program, we will be creating an objects, right? Those objects are called as software objects. When we compare these real world objects with software objects, then the characteristics and behaviors of real world objects are referred to as data members and member functions in software objects. Okay. What is an object? An object consists of data and functions together in an object-oriented programming. Okay. Next, what is a class? A class is a template or blueprint for similar type of objects. I'll give you an example for this. For example, if you want to build a house, directly you can't build the house. First of all, a plan or design is needed in order to build a house. So this plan or design is called as a class. A class is a template or blueprint. Okay, so if you have that template in your hand, if you have that design in your hand, you can build many number of houses by using this plan. In the same way, if you build or create a class, you can create many number of objects. Okay, understand? Next one is object-oriented programming. Okay. Principles of object-oriented programming. First principle is data abstraction. Second one is encapsulation. Third one is inheritance. Fourth one is polymorphism. We will see in detail one by one what is data abstraction. The act of representing essential details without including the background details or explanations is called as data abstraction. For example, if we take a car, anybody who is driving the car will make use of the steering wheel, gearbox and accelerator, brake system, because these are the characteristics or features of the car. Those who are driving the car will use all these features in order to drive the car. So the person who is driving the car, he need not worry about the background details like what happens when the brake is pressed or what happens in the background technically when the accelerator is pressed. All these details, he need not worry about all these details. These complexities are hidden from the user. Okay, only the essential features will be allowed for him. These are so that he can use those essential features. In the same way, we will take another example as a camera, digital camera. Digital camera consists of many number of buttons, right? If you see a digital camera, it consists of many number of buttons. What is the purpose of the camera? It is used to capture the picture as well as to record a video. Okay, any person can click the picture, okay, can record the video by making use of these buttons. And the person who is using the camera, he need not worry about the background details like what happens internally when the button to click the picture is pressed internally. What happens? That details, he need not worry about all those details. Those are hidden from him. All the complexity is hidden from him. So only the essential details will be present over there. And also if we take another example as ATM machine. ATM machine will provide many number of services to the user in order to withdraw the cash, to check the balance amount, right? So a person who is going to the ATM machine, what he has to do? First he has to give his PIN number. So if after giving the PIN number, it checks whether he is a valid customer or not. If he is a valid customer, then he can allow to use all the features like whatever the ATM machine will provide. Okay. So whatever in the screen, whatever the features will be present, those features can be used by the user. Like if a person wants to withdraw a cash, he can do that. If a person wants to inquire the balance, he can do that with just a click. Okay, and this person, he need not worry about the background details like what happens when he presses the cash withdrawal button, what happens in the background, how his account will be updated, what technology they are using in the background, where his how all these details. He need not worry about all these details. All these details will be hidden from him. Okay, this is all about data abstraction. Data abstraction means it is an act of representing essential details to the user without including the background details. Is it clear? Next one is encapsulation. Encapsulation means wrapping up of data and functions into a single unit is called as data encapsulation. So wrapping or combining or grouping together the data and functions into a single unit is called as data encapsulation. Okay. For example, if we take a capsule, okay, a capsule consists of medicine inside it. The user who wants to use that capsule, he can use it. He need not get to know the details of what medicine is inside the capsule. What are the chemical compositions used? All these details will be kept secured. Those details will not be allowed to the user. Okay. This is what about encapsulation. Encapsulation means something is kept secured. Okay. So it will not be allowed to the users. It will not be allowed to the outside world. So this concept is called as encapsulation. So encapsulation, by using encapsulation, we can achieve the concept of data hiding. We can hide the data by using the concept of encapsulation so that nobody can use this data. In the next classes, we will come to know about what are the access specifiers. By using the private access specifier, we can hide the data from outside world. Okay. So data hiding concept is achieved by this concept. The next concept is inheritance. Inheritance is one of the object-oriented principles. Inheritance. Inheritance means acquiring the properties or features of one class to another. The class which inherits the properties to another class is called as a parent class or base class or a superclass. The class which acquires the properties from the parent class is called as child class or subclass or derived class. Okay. For example, in real world, if we take an example as parent-child relationship, a child will be inheriting the properties from parents. Okay. In the same way, we can do programming in Java by using the concept of inheritance. We have three kinds of inheritance supported by Java. The first one is single inheritance, second one is multi-level inheritance, and the third one is hierarchical inheritance. Single inheritance. Here class A and class B are there. Class A is the parent class here. Class B is the child class. So, a child is inheriting all the properties or features from the parent class. So, class B is having its own features as well as the features of its parent class A. This is about single inheritance. Here, the reusability concept is achieved. So, here class B, instead of writing all the features from the class A, it is using the features which were there in the class A. Okay, so by using the inheritance concept, we can achieve reusability. So reusability means reusing the code that is already existed. So without writing the code, we can reuse the code. The second one, multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance means here class A is the parent class. So class B is the child class. Class B is acquiring the properties or features of class A. And class C is the child class of class B. Okay, for class C, class B will be the parent. So class C will acquire all the features or properties from class B. Okay, so class C consists of the properties or features of class B as well as the properties or features of class A. So class C will consist of its own features as well as the features of its class A and class B. Next one is hierarchical inheritance. Here class A is the parent class and class B and class C are the child classes. So class B is inheriting the features of its parent class and class C is also inheriting the features of its parent class. So class B will have its own features as well as the features of class A, and class C will be having its own features as well as the features of class A. This is all about inheritance. By using inheritance, one important concept is achieved, that is called as reusability. Okay, by using reusability, we can reuse the code instead of writing the code again. Next one is polymorphism. Poly means, the word poly means many. Morphism means forms. Polymorphism means using the function or method in many different ways. Okay, here if we take an example of a class shape, it has a method area. Okay, and you have a circle, triangle and rectangle. Suppose in your program, if you want to find out the area of the circle, area of the triangle and area of rectangle, so you can use the same method name area, and you can use the functionality will be different. You can use the same method name in order to find out the area of the circle, area of the triangle and area of the rectangle. Okay, so in the class shape, you can use three methods called as area, and their parameter list will be different. That is, for circle, you need only one parameter. That is, radius is required in order to calculate the area of the circle. For triangle, you need breadth and height are required in order to calculate the area of the triangle. For rectangle, you need length and breadth in order to calculate the area of the rectangle. Functionality will be different for all these functions, for all these methods. Okay, the function name will be same, but their parameter list will be different. Okay, this concept is called as polymorphism. We are using the same function in different ways. This is called as polymorphism. So these are all the principles of object-oriented programming. Hope it is clear. Thank you. Thank you, children. Thank you, children. Hope it is clear. If you have any doubts, you can directly ask me a question. Directly ask me a question by using our WhatsApp group. Okay. Thank you.